All right, we're back. Three more problems here. I'm going to go now to the supply side of the market, not the demand side of the market. And we're going to calculate producer surplus in these circumstances. Again, it's going to be the difference between the market price and what producers' costs are in this case, right? Because if my costs are $500 and I can sell it for $1,000, then the gain to me is clearly $500. The $1,000 minus my cost, $500. So that's the key here. Again, difference between market price and now, in essence, marginal cost of producing the good. So up here we have a table of sellers, all these people producing a particular good, and here's their cost. This is what they need to get back from the price in order to make it worth it for them to supply the particular good. All right? So the problem says if the price of the good is $1,000, the producer surplus in the market will be how much? Now, you got to be careful. Don't do the same thing. Students often do this as they do with consumers. They say, oh yeah, Abby wants to sell it at $150 and she sells it for $1,000, gain of $500. Wrong. We go the opposite way here. We're now looking at cost, all right? So if the price is $1,000, you have to get at least $1,000 back or you're not going to supply this particular good. You can't cover your cost. So go to Evelina. Evelina's cost of $500. The market price for this good is $1,000. Evelina is certainly going to supply this good and her surplus is going to be $500 minus the $1,000 minus the $500. It's a $500 gain for her. This makes great sense because Evelina is a low-cost producer and can benefit greatly from this market. Go to Diane. Diane, her cost is $750 to produce this particular good. Market's going to pay her $1,000. She's going to realize a surplus of $1,000 minus $750 or $250. So now we have a consumer surplus of $500 for Evelina plus $250 for Diane. Let's go to Carlos. Carlos cost her exactly $1,000. The price is $1,000. Carlos will supply the good, but he's the marginal producer, right? For him, there's going to be no more gain here. So his surplus is going to be zero. He'll still supply it. He's just breaking even on the deal. But again, when we get into cost, that's actually going to work out to be something he should do. Bobby cost of $1,200. Market price is $1,000. Bobby says, forget about it. I'm not going to supply something that's going to cost me $1,200 to make and only take in $1,000. So he's out of it. So Abby, same deal. Cost of $1,500. Price $1,000. She won't do it. So our total producer surplus is going to be the $500 for Evelina, the $250 for Diane, the zero. Answers $750 is going to be the producer surplus now, and that clearly is your answer, which is B on your test. All right? So that was, again, a tabular form to getting producer surplus. I'm now going to go to the graphic form, and we'll come back in a minute as soon as I get this graph up on the board.